Everybody's drinking tea. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls all around the world, cats and dogs included as well. This is the very first show of 2025 for Behind the Curtain. How you guys feeling?
Good, man. New year, same shit.
I'm good over here, man. Just had a birthday. I'm good to go.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
yeah, belated.
Oh, yeah.
Let's give it up for the birthday. All right. So now we have two of the top teams playing tonight. Now, what team do you think is best or better or good or great? What team you like best?
OKC, man.
Yeah.
I like them a little bit better. I don't know if the Cavs have necessarily done better than last year. I know they like gelling together and playing better though. But it was like how do I explain it? It was like just a tall man team, I'm gonna say. They didn't really have, you know, too much girth or too much power. So I don't know if they upgraded that really this year. I don't think they're just gelling a little bit better this year. That's what I think it is.
Mm-hmm. So I
Okay,
I agree with you. I like OKC. I think the Cavs, what me and Dunn talked about last year was Mobley. Mobley stepping up, being the number 3 scorer and sometimes the number 2 scorer, which we were trying to tell issues at GPS this last year. He needs to step up and average at least 20 points for them to be a contending team. And now that he's doing that, they're the number 1 team. You know what I'm saying? Because he's fulfilling his role, and that's what they needed. They needed that third scorer, and now they got it. But I don't think they have enough because OKC, their bench is so deep. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I see between the Cavs and OKC is their bench depth. But both of them great teams. I like OKC a little better, and they're not even fully healthy. So when they get Chet back, it'd be different.
Alexa, show the baby camera.
The crazy thing is that I do agree. I think it's a better team. I ain't gonna say I like Cleveland because we've seen this movie before. You know what I'm saying? Like they come out good, and then we get to the playoffs, somebody gonna wind up getting hurt, and it's gonna kind of destroy, everything else. So I'm hoping this year that nobody gets hurt, and they're able to play a whole series without people getting hurt. Now OKC, on the other hand, I don't know what position they weak at. Like they're pretty strong at every position that they have, and like you were saying, Sean, even the bench is strong. So it's like, unless you have a strong bench, it's gonna be hard to beat OKC, and not many teams do have a strong bench. As OKC, I think that's what helps them out a whole lot is that the players that they have coming in are contributing right away. And you know what I'm saying? And so because of it, it's making them that much better and that much harder to. As opposed to other teams, they don't. It's like, I don't know. I just think that it's going to be hard to beat OKC in the 7-game series. And they're showing it right now, and that's even without probably their second best player in Chet. So imagine when Chet comes back, how much better they're going to be with him in the fold. I think they're going to be a tough out. But Cleveland, I don't know. Personally, I just think it's fool's gold. I don't think Cleveland is like that team. I think they're a good team. I just don't think they're that team. I can see them losing in the 7-game series. New York, I can see them losing to. The Pacers, I can see them losing to. Celtics, I can see them losing to. If the Hawks get it together, I think the Hawks can give them trouble. Honestly, if the Hawks, because you think about it, right? The Cavs have Darius Garland. They have Donovan Mitchell. Then who's the third player? Because I know they got Mobley.
And then Jared Allen
and Mobley, right? So if you go to the Pacers roster, they got Pascal Siakam, they got Halliburton, they got
Turner,
Miles Turner, and it was somebody and Mathurin, right? So that to me, I think the Pacers are a bad matchup for them, like because they have athletic players at each position. Whereas you just have Donovan Mitchell is the athletic one out of the crew. And so I think right now I'm gonna give them their credit. I can't take nothing away from them. Cavaliers are the best in the East, so I can't knock them for being number one. You know, because their record shows that they're the best team in the East at 31-4.
Yeah, I can't knock them either. I don't think they're gonna be easy out though. I can see them being definitely making to the second round, being a hard out in the second round, even pushing to the conference final. I can see them getting that far.
You can see them get to the conference finals.
Eastern Conference, yeah. The only team I think that is capable of really beating them over here is Boston. And I don't see them matching up because of the 1 and 2. I think Boston and them going to be 1 and 2 throughout their season. So they're going to matching up towards the
Lay
end.
down, Cynthia.
And this is going to be, just the matchups who they get. I don't see them. I don't think New York or Pacers could beat them in 7.
Lay down in your bed.
I don't know. I think the Knicks could be I think any team that's athletic could be a bad matchup for them. I do consider they got 2 big men in Mobley and Jarrett Allen, but that, in my opinion, that wing position is a vital position because whoever plays the wing is going to be the person I think going to have the advantage every night. Because I'm not sure. I think Karis LeVert comes off the bench if I'm not mistaken. So if he's coming off the bench, that's points off the bench, and I get that. But I just think that wing position is a vital position for the Cavs. And I think if you got a good 3, you can give them problems. Just my opinion. So, all right. So now we're going to move on to, do you think the Pels should move on from Zion? Or do you think they should cut him? You think they should keep him? Like, which I think they should do with Zion?
Should go ahead and move on, man.
Move on? Okay.
I don't know where he's going, but yeah, go ahead and move on. Come and do whatever you get. Cause shoot, it just haven't been working, man. He been hurt most of the time he been there. Shoot. Does he even want to be there sometimes? It don't even look like he want to be in the New Orleans. Or I say, yeah, man. Get him.
So if you was the GM, right, and you had the opportunity to trade him, like what team would you want to trade him to?
Me, I'm going for draft picks.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really see too many players that's going to come in and help me. So I'm going for draft picks.
I respect that. I think
I just don't see any young talent that I see right now that I'll be like, yeah, I will trade you for him. Or, even at coming into like Jonathan Kuminga, he's coming into close to his prime now. Everybody's looking at him. I don't see a player like that I would trade Zion for. I'd rather get a draft pick and try to work out through the draft because I think I see more potential coming through the draft.
I was about to say, I think the next couple of drafts are going to be serious. I do agree with you. I think that it will make more sense to get draft picks as opposed to like probably getting a player, unless it was a Can't-Miss type player, because like he kind of in the middle of that on the verge of being like a star to like on the verge of being out the league. So it's kind of hard to put like a true value on him because you know what he can do if he's on the court, but it's just a matter of him being on the court. And so if you are an owner or a GM, that's the whole thing is that like, all right, if I trade for this dude, how do I know that he's going to be on the court? Because I need him on the court. And you can see the potential when he's on the court, but when he's not on the court, it's like now you're stuck without in the sense. Right. So it's like that's a tough move for a GM to make or owner. Mm-hmm. Is the trade,
and he's been off the court more than he's been on the court. So
right. So I don't know. I think if you are a GM, you have to be really cautious of making a trade for him. Because you don't know what you're going to get, and you got to owe him all his money, And I know they put those clauses in there, but the new team might not have those same clauses.
Right.
Got to think about that too. I don't know. I think he's worth taking a chance on. Honestly, I think he's worth it. I think, like I said, if I'm Charlotte, I would try to make a move for him because then you compare him with Melo, him.
What you giving up though?
The only player that I could give for is Miles Bridges. Miles Bridges and somebody else. And I'm looking at it like I got Melo who can pass the ball. I got Miller who can hit shots. And I got a swing man that can do everything. You know what I'm saying? And so from that perspective, you only got to worry about the power forward and center, but you really don't need a great power forward and center. You just need a serviceable one to help.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I say. If I'm Charlotte, I would try to do what I can to try to get him. Now, will they do it? Probably not, because it's Charlotte. So, but I would do it. I would try to do it. Because you got Brandon Miller is about to be a serious problem. Like, he's on the verge of being like Cade Cunningham. Once Detroit start winning, like, it's gonna be a problem, and they're turning it around slowly but surely.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's going to just take time. So once, I don't think Charlotte's gonna ever win because they don't have enough to win consistently, even in the East. But if they can, turn the corner, like, they could be a problem. But it's just they got to get enough to turn the corner. Like with Detroit, same with Houston. Like, you know what I'm saying? These teams are up, and so Charlotte needs to be on that same trajectory of like doing something to make them relevant. Because if not, it's like pointless. And like New Orleans with Zion is a great team, and Brandon Ingram is a great team. But if they're not on the court, then it's like, what are we doing? Like, I'm wasting my time.
Yeah, they had a good team. They had everybody at every position. Injuries killed them. Their whole starting five was out.
How was that possible? At the same time, you got 5 players out at the same time. 5 starting players out at the same time. It's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. All right. So next, can the Magic move up once Paolo returns? So right now, the Magic are 4th, which is pretty good. They're 22-16. They are 2 games behind the Knicks, 3 games behind the Celtics, and 7 games behind the Cavs. So do you think that they could make a push in the standings once Paolo returns? Which I think he's coming back tonight or tomorrow night.
I think it's maybe tomorrow or Friday. They said. I think they could stay top 7.
You said 7?
Yeah.
Right now they're 4.
7. Yeah. I don't see them staying up there though. I think they've been getting some good wins out without them, but towards after All-Star break, the season's gonna get tough.
Yeah.
But I see them staying in at least playoff contention. I don't see them falling out of. Yeah. I see them 6, 7.
So okay, so like right now they're 4. So they're ahead of Bucks and the Heat and the Hawks and the Pacers and the Bulls. So they have a 4-game lead on the Bucks and the Heat, but they have a 3-game lead on the Hawks, the Pacers. So honestly, they like right there.
Mm-hmm.
So, and if they lose a couple games, they could drop drastically. If they win a couple games, they could be good or better drastically. So I think he's going to help add to them more so than take away from them. Hopefully.
Yeah, I agree.
I think they gonna move up. I think they gonna move up. I think they might take over the Knicks, man. If they get Paolo back and they start clicking on heels. I don't think they gonna fall like that.
They get the boy Franz Wagner back, and yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Oh yeah, he's gonna be out for the season, man.
That's what I'm saying. I think
One of them.
they just need one of them back. They don't need both of them back right now. Just get one of them back. And I think I'm agreeing with Drew. I think that they can't catch the Knicks because they're only 2 games behind the Knicks right now. The Knicks are 13, they 22-16. Like, it's right there for them to take. So it's just a matter of once he returns, if you're gonna be capable enough to help push them over the top. Now, again, he can't come right back in killing. Give him a couple games. I think he'll be back to get in game shape. So I think that, to me, I think that they're gonna be a good team. They're gonna finish within that top 4, if not the top 3, by season's end. You don't see it?
I see them. Nah, I don't know. I think the Bucks are going to be better, and I think the Knicks are going to stay up there. I think the Bucks are going to come get them.
Man, have you seen the Bucks? Matter of fact, they say have Chris Middleton coming off the bench, and I was like, so you agree with that, Drew?
With what?
Of him coming off the bench?
With Middleton?
Yeah.
I don't think he's been good. Has he been good?
I mean, he hasn't been, but I don't think coming off the bench is the answer.
I don't know. He might be one of them guys need to go ahead and shut it on down, I guess. That's what I think. But I think they should still start him, though. I think they should still start him in the league. So
I agree.
Yeah, I don't understand that moving to the bench. Like what the hell? The dude's a good player. Like, all right. So now this is a very interesting one. The Warriors are in a serious spot right now, like a really serious spot. So they about to go one way or the other. Either they're gonna be able to turn this thing around, or they're gonna be done. Now, unless I believe, unless they make a trade, I think they're done. But right now, the record is they are 18-18. So they're 12 games back behind OKC. But they're only 2 games back behind the 6th spot, which is the Lakers at 20-16.
Yep, I don't expect too much about the Warriors now. I thought the players be playing better. Like, what's his name?
Kuminga?
Nah, the shooter. What's his name? Buddy Hield. I thought he was going to be a little bit better for him, but he just kind of sucked. He just looks sorry, man. Look like he can't dribble or nothing. He just be trying to shoot all the time. I thought he did a little bit more than that, but I guess I was wrong. But it don't look good because can he score? Do he even be playing no more? I don't even see him no more.
He
Like you said,
he played last night. I seen him play. I think they played last night or the night before. He was in the game a lot. That was the game they got blown out by Miami, so I think that was last night. And it's wild to me that like you in the NBA and you can't do anything else but that. That is like extremely wild to me. Like that's the only thing you can do. So basically, if he ain't scoring the ball or shooting the 3-pointer, it's kind of pointless on the court, which is weird to me. Like you could do something else besides shoot, but he just doesn't. And what they thought they were gonna get was a full-fledged scorer.
yeah. But this is a team that I thought they were going to be at the beginning of the year. I never liked them. I always thought they were going to be. I didn't even think they were going to make the playoffs or play in anything. But they came out smoking at the beginning of the season, But this is the team that I thought they were going to be throughout the whole season, and I think they're going to continue because I think at this point Sacramento's a better team than them to me. I don't know if it was Mike Brown. It kind of seemed like it, but I don't think it really was. I don't know. But they done turned it around. They on a 5-game winning streak. And I don't really know what's up with Phoenix, but they got to be better than what we're seeing. You know what I'm saying? So I think Phoenix can get into there too and push Golden State out. And Minnesota, I don't know how they're hanging on, but they're hanging on. So I think Sacramento and Phoenix could come in and take 2 of them spots.
Okay. So right now, Phoenix is 16-19, right?
Mm-hmm.
18-19. So there's a strong possibility that Sacramento, because they're on the 5-game win. So Sacramento take that same spot that Warriors have right now. Yo, this is gonna be interesting because right now Timberwolves 19-17, the Spurs 18-18. So, it's gonna be interesting.
So what you say, Dunn? You said
What I'm saying right now, looking at the standings, the Kings are 18 and 19. The Suns are 16 and 19, but the Warriors are 18 and 18. So what I'm saying, if the Kings get it together for the next couple games, they're gonna overtake the Warriors.
yeah, they half a game back now. Yeah, 2 games behind a spot. Yeah, they good. I think the Kings are gonna end up being between, the play-in. They'll make the play-in.
The Warriors or the Kings?
The Kings, the Warriors. I don't think they're gonna make the play-in.
Okay. I'm kind of agreeing with you on that. Unless they make a trade for somebody, and I don't know who that somebody will be. I don't think, like y'all said last week, I don't think Jimmy Butler is going to move the needle for them to be a great playoff team. I think he's a great player. It all depends on what you're going to have to give up to get him. You know what I'm saying? Are you going to give up? Yeah. Then if I got to give him up, then I'm losing another scorer that's coming off the bench. If I got to give up Moody, that's another scorer coming off the bench. So it's just a matter of what players that they want in return. But I got a feeling Jimmy Butler might be gone by the time he's supposed to come back. He's going to be traded somewhere. I think the deadline
sounds about right.
Yeah, about February 5th is the trade deadline. So if he's not traded by the time he comes back, he most definitely going to be traded by the time by the time the trade deadline comes around, because you have a disgruntled employee that don't want to be there. So where he's going to get traded to, I don't know, but it's going to be funny to see where he's going to get traded. So I say the next couple of weeks, keep your eyes out for him being traded.
Would you like to see him in down here in San Antonio?
Who am I giving up?
You got to give up Castle for sale. You got to give up one of them.
I'm not giving you them. I can't give up both of them. I can't give up each one of them.
Okay. How about you give up Jeremy?
I'll give you him.
You give up Keldon, and you got to give up. I think they got like a first round draft pick.
I'll do that. I'll give you Keldon. I'll give you Shohan, and I'll give you that first round draft pick. But I can't give you Castle, and I can't give you Vassell. Those are my shooters. I gotta keep them. Now, if you want one of the two, then I'll give you.
It's hard.
Yo, I love Vassell. I can't give you Vassell. I cannot give up on Vassell. I'll give you Castle before I give you Vassell.
I don't want to give up either one of them, because I can see both of them turning out to be at least, perennial all-stars. Not all-stars, but right there where they could have a chance of making an all-star. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they ever will, but they could be those kind of players.
But the thing is, the more that they play and the more attention is on Wembanyama, the more the team going to be shown. And they're going to see how good they are. So, like, right now, they kind of flying under the radar because, like, nobody really paying attention to him besides Wembanyama. But the more that this dude is on TV, like normal TV, regular TV, the more people get the opportunity to see what the team is. And they're going to see how good Vassell is and Castle is. They are building something down there. It's just a matter of, it's coming together. And I think the big was Chris Paul coming in. Like, people don't like Chris Paul, but I think that has a lot to do with how good they are. It's him going there.
I agree.
So the Warriors need to make a trade, in my opinion, for them to turn it around. If they don't, they're done. And we're gonna move on to the Hawks. Man, the Hawks are a great talking point. The reason why I say because I feel like they gotta get into the playoffs this year. They have to make the playoffs because that Knicks Hawks rivalry thing, I think that thing could get real. And so they're gonna need, in my opinion, they're gonna need to be in the playoffs. And as long as they, like right now, they are, I think it's seventh place. So right now they're 19 and 18. They're game behind the Heat, 2 games behind the Bucks. They could easily win 2 games. And I feel like the way that they're playing right now, I think they could be a top 16, a top 16.
I agree. I think so too. Like you said, them in the playoffs is a good matchup. I don't care who you match up with. Trae Young to me is that kind of stardom that you want to see. He's going to make the game fun. He's going to make you want to watch. He's going to be like, damn, he's going to put on a show for you, especially in the playoffs. He comes to show when it's a big time game. And that's what I like about Trae. And he has other teammates involved too. It's not like he's the only one out to score. And he got like 30 something at 12, 15 assists. So it's like almost like when Phoenix Suns had Steve Nash, Joe Johnson, and all of them on the wings just running and gunning, you know. You had a great point guard that was running and shooting well and everything like that. That's how I look at them. I like them.
I can't wait to hear what Drewski gonna say about his boys.
Man, I think they can be top 6, man. I just see some weaknesses and things I don't like, but
I agree.
They've been playing better this year.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes I just don't trust like the coach and his, I don't know, implementing his system. I don't know what the players are running. But I'm just saying it's more of a maturity thing. Maybe they just need to be together more. And the substitution is kind of weird too. And I'm just trying to see who was going to stay healthy for it, because that's really the really key for us. Because who we played last? Utah Jazz. So we didn't have Jalen Johnson, and we've been losing games without him.
Hey,
but we know
what your boy
we pulled that last one in. Hey, he pulled it on out there, man.
You see what I'm saying? That boy.
I was about to be mad, though. He made me mad. I felt like I didn't have to watch the whole game. I could have just went to sleep if they would have just did what they supposed to do.
True.
But I think I made us make the bold prediction. That was the prediction I said, top 6, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So now,
I think they can do it.
I think so too, because right now Trae averaging 23, Jalen Johnson averaging 20, and DeAndre Hunter averaging 20. Like that's your scoring right there. And actually, Jalen Johnson averaging a double-double right now because he averaging 10 rebounds a game. So
it's Trae, right?
Trae's he averaging double-double too. He averaging 12 assists.
Yeah.
So to me, I think that y'all in a great position. Play the Suns so y'all play the Suns tomorrow at Phoenix.
Yep.
So that's so y'all on y'all West Coast trip right now. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's the last game.
Okay. Yeah. So to me, I think that y'all are like in a perfect situation, kind of, because Miami's going to be in the turmoil pretty soon, because once Jimmy Butler leaves, depending on who they bring back, they got to fix the chemistry with that team. So I can see them easily falling. And then if I'm Bam and I'm watching this play out, I'm like, yo, if they did him like this, they could do me like this. So I might want to get out of there too.
So I was saying, I wouldn't want to be a player coming to Miami or being on the Miami team. That heat culture is dead. The way this dude is up here running shit, I don't want to be here. I'm not messing with you.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you on that. Like, I think I get it. I understand what he's saying and how he did back then. And the whole just is he didn't want to pay him that amount of money. And I understand it. But in the same token, y'all should have some type of person in the middle. You know what I'm saying? Y'all should have some type of medium ground in between the two. All right, cool. You won't pay me this. Well, what will you pay me then? If you don't want to pay me this? Well, if you don't want to pay me that, then that's too low. Then how about you? Like there's no way that this should have came to this.
I agree with you. But I think Jimmy was also asking, well, if you're not going to pay me, bring someone in that's going to help me win. And you didn't do neither one of them. So now you forcing my hand. I don't want to be here. You ain't paying me. 2, you ain't bringing no one in to help me win. And I done got you to a championship. You know what I'm saying? All I need is one more player.
I mean, he was like, you was there at the champion. You was in the finals. You know what I'm saying? Albeit he was in the finals. You know what I'm saying? So he took you to the finals. Like, they beat some good teams to get to the finals that year. And it's like,
and He brought you right back to the Eastern Conference Final, right back after that.
Exactly.
Right next year.
So, I mean, I think he's worth it because if he wasn't, then you wouldn't be where you are now. Like, look how valuable he is on the court than he is off the court to you as an organization.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. I think that once the Heat make the move, whatever they're going to make, I think the Hawks are going to move up. And I feel like, did Jalen Johnson get his contract yet or no?
Yeah, he got it at the beginning of the season.
Okay. Because I was going to say, if y'all don't lock him up, he's going to have a lot of suitors. But since y'all locked him up, then y'all should be good.
Oh, yeah. So, we straight for them on that.
Okay. So, what y'all think is wrong with the Suns? Like, what y'all think is wrong with the Suns? Because I feel like right now, Kevin Durant and Bill and Booker aren't all on the same page.
I agree. I think this is a situation done and over with. It's not going to work, regardless of what you bring in or how you try to split it up. They're better off with just KD, Booker, and bringing in the point guard. Like we've been saying, they need a point guard this whole time.
Right.
You get a guard, but you're still not using it as the correct way. One, because everybody's been injured.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody has been in and out the lineup. You don't have no kind of chemistry. So I think this situation done. If me personally, I'm KD, I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? I'm the most valuable piece that anybody would take, and I could fit in anywhere. You know what I'm saying? So I could pretty much say, like, I'm going to go here, and people are going to jump to try to get me.
It's very true.
Because to me, it's either, and like I was saying the other day, KD's not a winner to me. Because if you was a winner, you'd do more, or you'd have stayed in Golden State. Because now you know you're not going to win on this team. So it's time like, all right, this ain't working. Trade me. I'm at the end of my career. I'm trying to win championships. I'm trying to win. I'm not trying to be out the playoffs. It's not like he's young and coming to his prime. He in his prime towards the end of his career.
That's true. But I also, like, with the Suns, I feel like there's some chemistry issues there. I don't, like, again, I'm not in the locker room, so I don't know. But I feel like there's some type of chemistry issues between Booker, Bill, and Durant. And I don't know what it is, but I think once they get on the same page, I think they're going to be a hard out if they can get on the same page together. It's just a matter of you getting 1, 2, and 3 on the same page. And I think injuries, like you were just saying, is a big part of that, because if you ain't on the court, then, you know what I'm saying, you can't really help. So it'll be like Bill will miss 5 games. Then Booker will come back, or Booker will miss 5 games. Then Durant will miss 5 games. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard, like you said, to build chemistry when we're not on the court. So I feel like all right, peace, my brother. So I feel like if they could figure it out, meaning that they could get it all together, I think they'll be a good team. But it's trying to put it together, and that's the problem.
Yeah, I agree. Because when they tried to put it together, wasn't it like a GM? He came in and just started doing stuff, spending all the money or something.
Mm-hmm.
And he just went and grabbed Durant, got the bill the next year or something. He never really built. He was just putting players on the team. He was like, he was just picking names. Hey, I'm gonna get this star guy, this star guy. He was almost like, man, forget the books. We gonna pay this stuff.
Yeah.
Now he's looking crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think that's what that new CBA was about, man. Is so they can identify these players trying to take them down the notch once they get rid of the older players with the older salary, so they can make it easy on themselves, so they can identify which players is best and they can switch them on their teams. But it's looking a little rough right now for making trades or whatever.
I agree.
But all right, so look at it like this, right? So if they trade Durant or Bill, right?
Mm-hmm.
To this one, should the Suns trade for Bill? I mean, trade for Jimmy Butler for Bill. Because personally, I think that'd be a better situation for Bill than this would be for Butler. And I'm not sure that he fits better with. I think Bill fits better with Phoenix than Jimmy fits better with Phoenix.
I agree with you on that. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, but yeah, you're right. Mm-hmm.
I'll say that again.
I think Bill is a better fit for the Suns than Butler would be for the Suns.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with that too.
Yeah.
Because granted, Jimmy could do hustle, we can knock down shots, but Bill stretches that floor. Like that's somebody you gotta check him the whole time he out there on the court. And like with Jimmy, you could kind of like be lax a little bit on defense because you know he only gonna do but so much on defense. I mean on offense because he came into the NBA as a defensive player. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He trained as an offensive player, but he came in as a defensive player, so he's gonna always be known as a defensive player. And he has great offense, but he's known as a defensive player. So his goal is always going to be to stop you first, more so than anything else. And so his offense is good. It's just not like Bill's offense. You know what I'm saying? Like, and in today's game, it's better you have offense than it is better you have defense. Because everybody's out here to score and score a lot of points.
I can't agree with you more.
So I mean, I don't know why they keep trying to push this Bill Butler thing. It does to me. It doesn't. It's better for Bill because they'll instantly give him his own team, him and Bam. So if they decide to trade, I think that's going to help Bill out because he's going to be able to do everything he wanted to do in Phoenix plus more because he has the green. Well, he should have the green light.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got Hero there. Then you got Terry Rozier. You know what I'm saying? Like so, to me, I think Bill would be better in Miami if they decide to trade that. But you just never know.
Yeah, I just think the Suns are done. This season's over with. It's a wash. There's a lot of teams that's really like that in both sides, East and West. But for them to have this potential, you know what I'm saying? It's not a lot of teams that have their kind of potential, and they shouldn't be down here in the bottom of the West.
No, sir. No, sir. They shouldn't even be close to the bottom. Like with all that firepower they have, there's no way they should be 16 and 19. But then again,
yeah, go ahead. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Again, you got to look at the injuries that they had, which I think is like I get it and I understand it, but it's like to me it's dumb because like y'all still got enough. If you got two out, you still, in my opinion, you still have enough to win. Like you got two great players, so you should be winning. Replacing though one player that's not out there.
Yes.
Score like 70 points apiece. 70 points together.
Yeah. I agree with you. Yep. You got too much talent on that team. Even if one goes down, you're still good enough.
Right.
It's not like Nurk is just a slouch. It's not like what's the little point guard that they brung in? He's not a slouch. You still got Grayson Allen off the bench. Hoopy. Right. You know, you got so much. That team, I don't know what's going on, but you got a lot of talent around there.
You think it could be the coach?
Possibility, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't really
for
know.
the Suns?
Yeah, the Suns.
Nah. Budenholzer good, man.
Huh?
Said Budenholzer is good.
Okay, so you think it's just the players?
Yep.
Okay. I can respect that.
Yeah.
I look at it like it's personally, I think it's a little bit of both. I think it's the coach and I think it's the players too. And something along the lines ain't meshing together because the dude won the championship in Milwaukee, right? So he has an understanding of how to win, right? And he won it from the ground up. It wasn't like no situation where he inherited this special team. Because remember,
right,
about to get fired. And they went on that run and they won the championship. So tell me like this dude is not a good coach because he was like literally on the doorsteps of getting fired. If they lost that series, he would have got fired. But they won that series and they won the championship. You know what I'm saying? So
right. You're right. I remember that. Yeah.
He knows what he's doing, obviously, because he won a championship. And then you got Kevin Durant, who won a championship. Like, it's no way with the knowledge between that coach and that player that they should be looking like this. Just me.
The knowledge, the skill of KD, how good this dude is. You cannot tell me you can't put this team on your back and say, let's go, I got you. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy to me.
He can't do it. I don't get it either, but it won't happen. Because, all right, so it's like this, right? When you watch them play, it's almost like, all right, Booker, it's your turn. All right, Durant, it's your turn. All right, Dillon, it's your turn. To me, that's not basketball. Basketball is flowing. It's constant movement and constant motion. And so if you pass the ball around enough, everybody's going to wind up getting an open shot. It's just a matter of who's going to have that open shot. And it's like, nah, we're going to just do one-on-one, then I'm going to shoot. Then we're going to do one-on-one, then I'm going to shoot. Or we're going to, you know what I'm saying? It's like, that's why I love Golden State. That's the reason why I love Golden State's offense, is because the ball is always moving. And when it hits Steph's hands, 10 times out of 10, he's going to shoot it. But the gist of it is that it's always constant movement. It's never truly stuck to one person. And a lot of teams play this, we're going to play pick and roll. You're like, yo, that's...
Mm-hmm. And that's another thing I don't get from KD. You was in this system. You know this system. You know how it ran. You was in it for years. You know what I'm saying? Go over here to Phoenix. Like, look, this is what we need to be doing. You seen what I was doing in Golden State. We pretty much got the same kind of core, of shooters and stuff like that. This is the system we need to be running. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, the system we're running now ain't working. We got to switch something up. And I know how to run it. I've been in it. Let me tell you. You know what I'm saying? Like, just to me, that's why I say either you don't have the basketball IQ or you don't care. You just cool with losing. Because you're too good. Dude is too good to be losing like this constantly.
I cannot disagree one bit. I look at it like this dude literally can do whatever you want on the basketball court with ease. And y'all should not be 16 and 19. That should not be the case. Like, you should not be in the bottom half 12. There's no way that you can tell me you got Bill Booker, 3 all-stars on the same team, and you in 10th to 12th place. Four from the bottom. You 4 from the bottom. Like, how does that make firepower?
In the West.
That's ridiculous. Well, fellas, that's it, man. I'm pissed off right now because thinking about how good they should be as opposed to how good they are. And it upsets me because y'all are wasting opportunity.
Because, like I say, KD at the end of his career, it's not, man, I'm not in the middle. I'm 32, 33? I got like 3 or 4 more years left, max.
Hold on.
He ain't playing till he's 40.
No, he definitely not. I give him, right, I think he got another strong, maybe 3 years left. So Bill is 31, Booker is 28, and Durant is 36.
Oh, wow. See, I thought KD was even younger. I thought he was at least 34. So he probably is going to play till he's 40 then, because that's 4 more years, 36. He got a good 3 years left, and you wasting it. Whatever.
Yeah, you wasting it. Like, I'm with you. You 36 right now. So I'm giving you maybe 2 to 3 years. I'm literally giving you 2 years. And so because of that, you guys are squandering the opportunity to, like, be good. And I just don't understand it. Like, it doesn't make sense. But I don't know. I'm just an outsider.
That's too crazy to me that this dude is that talented and doing this.
So I was trying to see how many games they had played. I mean, how many games he played. But he's the leading scorer for Phoenix, which is crazy. So
what, 25?
No, 27. And Booker's averaging 25, Bill averaging 18.
He should be averaging easily 31, 32. Easy.
Yeah. Remember we had talked about that. Like this dude should be like killing it. All right, so right now, Durant only played 25 games. Booker only played 30. Bill only played 25. Like Tyus Jones has played in 34 games. So Booker's missed 4. Bill has missed like 9, and Durant missed like 9 games.
Listen to this shit. This motherfucker.
So you figure out of those 9 games, they probably lost.
Look, this dude shooting one game he shot 44%. All right, that's not bad. 64%, 64%, 57%. In these games, you know what, 29, 25, and 23. Stop.
That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. You right. You right when you said what you had said. He's gonna get to a certain number, and that's it. He ain't gonna go no higher or no lower than that number. Which I don't understand. Like Slim, you had the opportunity to score 40, but you'd rather be comfortable with 26 or 29 or 30.
Yeah.
I don't get it, dude. I don't get it. The most effortless score I've ever seen in my lifetime. Hey, I'm content. I'm good with 28.
Mm-hmm.
You won with Golden State, so he good.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of. I got my chip, 2 of them, 2 MVPs. I'm good. I'm just playing to play. That's the only thing I can think of.
So okay, just let me ask you this question then. Because I often think about this. Did he earn those 2 rings in Golden State? Or was he just a part of Golden State to win the rings? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a difference.
Yeah. I think he earned them, but I think he earned like the cheap. Well, he already went to a world oil machine. You know what I'm saying? That's like you going to OKC right now. If you go over to OKC right now, you know it's a championship. You already going to a world oil machine, and you just a player that's going to make them even better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if he says, hey, I want to be trading, I go into OKC, we might as well just wash our hands. This season's over with. This championship after championship, you know?
Right.
And that's what I think he did with Golden State. The same thing. Not saying he didn't earn it, but
he kind of fell into a great situation. Not Phil, but he went to a great situation. So he didn't really have much in order for them to win a championship.
Right.
Because it would
just 28-30.
It would have been 3 in a row if he didn't tear his Achilles that last against the Raptors. So I don't know, man.
Mm-hmm.
I question it only because like he hasn't come close to getting back to the finals. Like not even close. So you like you're gonna go down as one of the greatest scorers ever, no doubt. But outside of Steph, you didn't go anywhere else.
But that's when you say a great scorer, if you cap out, that's not being a great scorer to me. You're efficient. That's it. You're an efficient scorer. You're not great. You're an efficient scorer. A great scorer is a person like Melo who keeps going and gets buckets. You're efficient as hell and one of the best efficient players I ever seen play. So I'm not going to say you're a great scorer because you don't keep scoring.
But that's what history going to tell us. He was one of the greatest scorers ever. I'm just telling you, that's why it's going to go down.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, you're right.
But it's like it's like he content with the 20, anywhere from 26 to 32. He content with that. Good with it. Personally, I don't get it, but he good with it. So that's how that's the play he always going to be, because I think he care more about his or score percentage more than anything else. You know what I'm saying? Like I think he focuses on being efficient in scoring.
Mm-hmm.
So to a certain number, whatever that number may be, good. Like that's as high as I want to go. I want to get that number and that's it. Whereas opposed to most people gonna be like, I'm gonna keep on. If I'm on fire, I'm gonna keep on shooting. He gonna be like, well, I hit my 12 or my 17, I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, every person is different. Don't understand it, but we all different.
Me either.
What can you do? But all right, fellas. We got the first show of the year in the books. I appreciate you guys for hopping on with me today.
So
No problem, man.
Any special shout outs you want to send to anybody while we're here?
yo, shout out to D Wade and
Wait.
his daughter. You didn't see him? He's trying to teach her how to dribble.
Do that. Don't do that. Now ain't the time. Now is not the time to do that.
Oh,
Yo,
all right. Y'all ain't seen the video? Y'all seen the video?
show the video. I ain't seen it.
Oh, let me see if I can pull up real quick. Give me 1 second.
Do not show this video.
You sure?
No, if you got it, show it. You got it. They bother me one way or another. Show it. Show the video if you got it. Yo, when I saw it, I almost cried when I saw that video.
Oh man, I don't even know if I want to do this to this man.
Show it. Show the video. We're gonna end on the
But what is going on? Why is he doing this?
Yo, I couldn't believe it. The dude got skills to be dribbling the ball like that. I never seen anybody dribble. Yo,
All right, let me see. I'll share my screen. Let me see.
share your screen. I couldn't believe this. This was the greatest dribbling I've ever seen in my life. I was like, wow.
Can you see it? Let's see. Share screen. You got it?
Oh, hold on. There you go. Yo, when he sent that to me, I was done. I was done when he sent that to me. I was like, yo, what is this? Yo, they got the internet on fire with this joint. Oh my God. Y'all fellas have a good.
What is this thinking?
I don't know. I don't know. Oh my gosh, I'm done. Yeah, I have a great evening, man.
You too.
All right, fellas, man.
Next